Good afternoon, sweethearts. And there is nobody in the house yet. Ah, somebody is alive. Awesome. I'm just setting up and waiting for you to roll in. Say hi if you are here. So that I know who you are. I'm so excited about today. I'm gonna wait for just a few more minutes. See if all is looking good. Ah, it's Demet. Hi. Hi, beautiful. Thank you. You made it. Exciting. Exciting. I'm going to wait for just a few more minutes. While listening to Tori Amos. Although maybe this live stream is going to be censored because I don't think you can officially do that if the algorithm recognizes that this is actually Tori Amos. Okay, all looks well. I'll just cancel Tori. I don't want to be cut off from live streaming. So, it's just you and me, damn it, for the moment. Which is cool. Yes, we love Tori. Of course we love Tori. Such an inspiring woman. For me. She is like so radical. I watched this interview with Tori where she said if there is not, like if the place that I am playing is not willing to host my Bösendorfer, which is her piano, like her massive piano, I'm not gonna come in and play. I love that. Such a, like, so inspirational is that for me. Gave me such permission, you know, to live on my own terms, which is also a topic in this webinar. Yeah. Sometimes we just need that. Like, watch somebody else do something. And then sense like, oh, it's possible. I can actually say things like that, and it will happen or it won't, and it's cool either way. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to kick off, and we'll see if other people are going to join. Okay, the money is in the mission. Okay, this is like, I'm really happy that you're here. If you are here, like, damn it, you live, or people are watching on the replay. Absolutely, damn it says. Yes. I bet you are referring to the living on your own terms part. Yes, welcome. Welcome to this webinar. I made notes for it. I tend to do unscripted, but then it becomes like very fun. It is kind of fun, but it gets a bit fuzzy too when I really want to bring across particular. Yes, then it says yes. I knew that. We're connected. I really wanted to bring across like specific things and not get too random about it, because this is an important topic to me. It's one that's very close to my heart, both the topic of money and the topic of women, and then the combination of them. It can, like, it moves me deeply, like on all levels of my being, because God fucking Jesus Christ, have we suffered suppression there. Suppression of our simple being here. Like, that has been very uneasy for us, you know. And I'm not saying like it has been easy for men, but yes, I just feel deeply for the suppression of the feminine, and it's been suppressed, as you all know, and as you probably all had many past lifetimes also, as witches or healers or whatever type of magicians. That just, it hasn't been natural for us always to allow our being to express itself and to have that energy flow into the world, aka what we came here for and what we have always come here for. It's just to be and to allow our energy through our natural gifts and talents to flow into the world. That's what makes us happy, that's what makes us fulfilled. That's just what I always feel is the only thing we are supposed to be doing. But we have known conditioning of many kind, like cultural conditioning, gender conditioning, maybe upbringing conditioning, 100 shades of imprints, suppression by others, suppression by ourselves. And it's a kind of, well, if I just say it like it makes sense, that we get a bit lost along the way, right? And I noticed that being lost in no area that was more clear to me than in the area of money. Like, it really, if you lost yourself, it really, really shows itself in the practical area of money. It's just the most, like, for me, that has been a very in the face area where I was always confronted with what I was doing, because I was, like, for example, always dependent upon others for money, like government, like having allowance, or dependent upon the men that I was dating. Like, one was even financing my life for some time, but I created a debt, and then I thought, oh no, I have to do something about this. So I would get into some kind of online coaching program that looked good, but I was not able to finance it, so I would get into more debt, like trying to solve the issue. It's just been such a massive, chaotic, confronting area. Having jobs that didn't suit me very well, that were always temp. Business idea, but not being able to follow through on them. Yeah. But good thing. Very good thing, awakening happened. In January 2017, awakening happened. I saw the light, I felt the light, I merged with the light. And slowly but surely, like over a period of 4 years, it healed, like naturally. And money shifted, like shift by shift by shift. And it became easier to just be with myself, create from that state of being, allow the energy to pour into the world, and slowly but surely sell it, like start to make moves in getting consistent about selling. So slowly but surely, it actually turned out like really, really well, to a point where I am now like I'm just very excited in the way that money comes to me, and the way that I can receive it. Like, for example, the things that I now do is I clean houses, which you may think that's not that exciting, but I love cleaning houses. I love working with the beings that are houses too. I love healing spaces. I work with a private client who is also a friend of mine, and I help her clear her home, clear her from the chaos of the home, which I love. I transmit light language to Dutch people and internationally, like to others. I draw portraits, and those are all such fitting or suitable ways for me to receive money. And it's just been a really wonderful, really, really wonderful result, so to speak. Not that anything is finished, but you know what I mean. It is such a blast to know that the struggle was worth something, although maybe it can feel like there is not going to be an end to it. And yeah, what I feel and also see in my clients is that it's kind of time, to get there. It's time. I feel like it's time. I feel it's possible. It's possible for us. It feels more spacious for us to make these transformations and to heal our relationship with money, and to receive it simply in return for our being and our creations. So I'm going to dive into it with you, the subject of receiving money, sharing what I've learned over the past few years. And I will do that through sharing with you 9 specific beliefs that I had regarding myself and regarding receiving money, that have been most persistent in blocking my flow. Also, note to you, because I've been talking to you, multiple of you over the past week, about you and your relationship with money, and it's been really helpful to get your input. So thank you. You know who you are. Okay, let's get straight into the first belief, which is the core blocking belief. If you're going to get out of this webinar just one core, awareness of one core belief, take this one. In essence, is the only one that matters. It is, I am this. I am this person. I am this body. I am this woman. This blocks everything. This blocks all the life. If you believe, as I have for a long time, that you are limited, that this is your border, this is your limit, your personality, your character, your body, your gender, you are blocked instantly. Because you're going to think that this is who you are. You're going to be attached to the way things have grown. And it's going to be very, very scary for you to open up to something else. It's going to be terrifying, because you think you're going to die. Okay, so from a point of view of being this is very hard to change your action because you feel like there's going to be nothing left of you. So know this. You are not your person. You are not your character. You are not your body. You are not your gender. You are just pure consciousness, and you are perceiving through a body, through that has a gender, that has a character. That's just how you perceive, okay? It's not what you are. And my advice for you, if you also have this belief that you are this, is that whenever you say, or maybe you write affirmations about what you want, like I am abundant, or money comes to me easily, like whenever you notice saying or writing I or me, also ask the question, what do I mean actually? What do I mean when I say I? Who am I referring to? And what you can also do, what I really liked, is to open yourself, like ask to be shown who you are. Ask to be shown who you are. So like, can I, wherever what, nobody's there, but just, can I see who I really am? Show me who I really am. Yes, that is really, really wonderful in helping you make shifts. Even regarding receiving money. So, we covered the core blocking receiving money belief. The rest is going to be a bit less spiritual, but I had to share this one. Is too good, because if we get stuck in this identification, we are going to take all the other beliefs very seriously because we think that we are them, or they say something about us, or that we have to transform our beliefs, which we do not. We just have to see that the beliefs have nothing to do with us and that we are free from them. We just see them and we see how they operate, and we see how they, like the consequences that they have for our character and for the results in our lives, and that's it. So come to the place of observation, more so than trying to like tweak everything and shift it from I am this to I am that. Just come to observe. Okay. Now, belief number 2. Belief number 2 is one that had me in its hold for quite some time. And I know that smart, intelligent women tend to do this more often. I see it also in my clients. It is this. I have to learn something about money before I can receive money. So I have to get into a program or learn something about my relationship with money. I have to go hang above it and then watch, like, what am I doing? And that is going to cause a breakthrough, and then money is going to flood into my life. Okay, I think I've been on this for years, like even while I was with a coach who told me, like, maybe not, like, but it just felt like a really smart thing, like a really responsible way to spend my time and energy. because I thought like I'm learning, I'm investing, like I'm on the topic. I'm investing energy in it. I'm investing money in this. But it was never going to lead to money. The same way that if you read like a book about the anatomy of your arm muscle is not going to help you like like actually grow your, what is this, biceps? Like they are not related. They're not related skills. So investing your time and energy in creating understanding about you and money is a totally different track to be on than investing your time and energy in creating a sale. Like they're different processes leading to different results. And this can be a bit harsh, I know, especially if you're very keen on avoiding learning how to sell, for example, or becoming visible. Like it's very easy to jump into the understanding learning mode and basically disappear, because that's what you do, you disappear. So here, if you recognize this, my advice is to change your act. Like, for example, if you imagine that you're a leech. I have felt like a leech. Let's put it like that. And I felt like I was fully invested, like sucking up like books and courses and things about money. And I really had to like like get off, like, and put myself, like, grab a different track. That track being actively creating sales, like doing the actions. So really have to kind of lift yourself from one track, like the abstract theoretical learning track, onto the track of actively creating your sales. And then I promise that the understanding about your money flow that you were seeking for in your courses, like, it will come automatically. I promise. Okay, so that was 2. Belief number 3. There is something wrong with me for wanting to make money doing what I love. There is something deeply wrong with me wanting to make money doing what I love. I have felt like that for a long time, and very strongly so since I live in the spiritual community where I live now, where the average age is like 70 and everybody's retired and just basically living a life of service to the divine. And I just felt like something was wrong with me, like that I was money oriented. That something was wrong with me. Nobody in my environment is really driven. Almost nobody, I think. No, nobody that I know like has this drive to live their life from purpose, from their mission, and receive money from that place. The truth was, there was nothing wrong with me. The truth was that I was simply the only one in my environment that was interested in this topic. And therefore, we tend to think, oh, the majority is like this. I am not that. So something is off with me. Is not the case. Nothing's wrong with you. Your desire is your desire. Is there for a reason. The desire is God. And you're just not surrounded, may just not be surrounded by the right people for you. So what I did was to start collecting other people, like get into online programs, get a coach really attract to yourself people who do what you do, who live it. Like, who live it is important. Who inspire you, who live the life, who do what they love. And my advice, if you recognize this and you feel a bit alone, or like something is off with you, what you can do easily is, for example, to like a Facebook page or friend, a person that is inspirational to you, and thereby basically deleting the gap that we may experience between them. Interact with these people, make it normal for yourself. It will automatically make it normal for you to be among people who love what they do, and therefore it will become a lot easier for yourself as well. So that is 3. That was 3. Number 4, limiting belief to receiving money from being you, is that I do not belong to that mission type of human being. Like, you have these mission-oriented people, or those that have big vision, or those that are free or enlightened or whatever. And then there is, like, they are a specific species, and then I am a different species. I am not like that big of a dreamer or visionary. Yeah. I have done that a lot, like created division, created separation between myself and people that on some level I just felt like I am the same, like I'm also that, but I'm just a bit I'm just blocked. I've done it with many different type of people, like with entrepreneurs, with artists, with spiritual teachers, with writers, with philosophers, like all people that I admired and was like greatly inspired by. But I would just think like they are totally out of my league, like they're out of my league kind of people. Luckily, intuitively, there was something like intelligent in me, as is in all of us, that would always want to close this gap because it knew that separation is not real. So what I've done in many of these cases is to approach these people and ask them if I could interview them. Like, I would always be on some kind of creative project, and I would just ask them for their input and if I could come talk to them. And I would meet them like in a bar in Amsterdam, or have a wine with them, or meet them in their homes. I would make them my client somehow. I don't know how. And it would always last until the point that I felt like, okay, there is no more difference. I'm not looking up to you anymore. Like, for example, I remember with a Dutch philosopher that happened when I was attending one of her lectures, and she asked me to come have a drink in a bar afterwards. And it kind of surprised me, but it was to a point like, well, no, I have to go home and like actually do this because I have this appointment to deliver this portrait to somebody. And then, like, it was done. The division was no longer there. I was no longer in a kind of like worship mode. I'm exaggerating, but no, I've actually also physically done that, but you know what I mean. Yes. Plus, let me tell you something. If you're here or you're watching this on the replay, you totally are that kind of person too. You do have a mission, a sense of purpose. Otherwise you would not be here. Trust me on that. And yeah, maybe you sometimes too tend to create a division between yourself and other people. This is why I tend to be very, like why I sometimes destroy my own Facebook groups, for example. Because I notice it does this to people, like thinking that I am in a different place than they themselves are. Yeah. So if you too notice, like, you can go about and create division and feel like people are different from you. Again, fill the gap. Always be filling the gap. Prove the belief wrong. Friend them, meet them, become their client, work with them, talk with them, make them your client. That is really my best advice for this case. Until you feel no difference, and then you can receive their results too. Up until that point, if there is anything in you looking up on them or thinking they're different, you cannot receive their results. Okay. We are halfway through, people. And we are also halfway through the time. That is beautiful. I'm just going to continue with the fifth belief. That is, I am not worthy receiving money on my own terms. I am not worthy receiving money on my own terms. Or I am not yet worthy receiving money on my own terms. Like, I have to be older first, have more experience first, have made more money first, have published more books first, should be more professional first. But right now, as I am not worthy receiving money on my own terms. Okay. This is a biggie for, I think, many. I was going to say women, but I think also for men. And really, the best thing that I can say about this is to forget about self-worth. I think it's a bit overrated, the whole topic of self-worth. It's kind of 2020. So we just forget about that for a while. And we're going to do a little exercise here. I'm going to make you like an entry to, how do they call that? Like a journaling prompt. So we just park the low self-worth issue and everything that comes with that. And we're going to just finish this sentence. If you have take a pen and a piece of paper. And finish the sentence intuitively and freely without thinking about it. Yeah, coming. This one. Every month, I would like to receive money to cover for. And just fill it in intuitively. Every month, I would like to receive money to cover for. Please do share what comes up for you there. join the exercise as well. Every month I would like to receive money to cover for plus business bills plus adventures plus enterprise agreements, and it would be awesome to also receive money to hit my monthly. My monthly saving goals. Okay, so do feel free to put out your money order right now. I ordered monthly money for my personal bills, business bills, my being adventures, my debt release agreements, and that it would be really awesome to also hit my savings goals. Okay. Now that that is done, we can go to the second part. That part being what you are willing to give in return for that. And I'm going to enter it as a prompt as well. In return, I am willing to give dash dash dash. And respond to it intuitively. What would you like to give to it? Totally free from how your current condition is. That is important. What are you willing to give? Well, in my case, I am definitely not willing. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for watching. Okay. What are you, like a bot? Okay. I'm not going to interact with you. Okay, I'm going to continue answering this journaling prompt for myself. Saying in return for the money that I want to receive every month, I am willing to give. I know that I'm not willing to give my mornings. I know that I am not willing to give my evenings. I know that I'm not willing to give my Wednesdays, not my Saturdays and my Sundays. I want those just for my being, just for being, for creating, for having lattes with myself, writing, sleeping, like sleeping for as long as I want, whatever, dancing, doing yoga. So I am willing to give my energy on Monday afternoon, on Tuesday afternoon, on Thursday afternoon, and on Friday afternoon. And this is exactly where I have my appointments and my work with clients. Like, I clustered it like that. Yeah, and do get conscious about what this is for you. It's a very cool exercise and is going to make you very, very happy, even though it might not translate like instantly. But it's very cool. It's very cool to do. Okay. Mhm. Then, belief number 6. Oh, this is a deep one and a spiritually rooted one also. Is that God does not want me to be wealthy. God does not want me to be wealthy because God knows that if I would have a lot of money, it would distract me from... I don't know if any of you had like past lifetimes as a nun. I have. And it's kind of really a crappy one, this one. Yeah, is a major block. If you think that there is a God that is external to you and that is kind of judging or overlooking or managing everything, and that has an influence or that knows that what is good for you is something different than what you think is good for you. Yeah, this is a really tricky block. And the only thing really that I could heal this was to get in touch, like get to know people who are healthy, both spiritually and financially. My coach, for example, or my current spiritual teacher, and ask them questions about this topic. And then really get their actual practical feedback of how they are living now. Like I've done that with spiritual teachers, like ask them how do you make money? Do you have to make money, or how does it work? And like that, like the belief that God does not want me to be wealthy, it fell down and it collapsed. And I was just projecting some kind of part of myself out onto an external God that doesn't even exist. So yeah. If this is a belief also active in you, then get hands-on with it. Fact check it. Fact check it. Okay. We are getting to the last 3 beliefs. Okay. Number 7 is, in order to get to making money through my being, through my mission, I have to do something else, something that is less fun first. Yeah, I have to suffer, basically. I'm going to have to struggle to get to a place of not struggle. Now, missions or a sense of purpose are usually big. They reflect our true nature. That just can feel overwhelming. Especially to step into on a daily basis. Like I know, especially in the beginning, I wanted to I move a bit in and then feel awesome and then move out. Like be like that for some time. And think like, no, I really need to get a job like for the money first, and then I can do that. But it can also be a bypassing of simply what you came here to do. That's up to you really to gain that sense of discrimination. But yeah, you can notice that, like, am I bypassing something and putting like a dangling carrot in front of me? That is the place where, like, some place in the future that I'm running after, but that I am always keeping at arm's length by the way that I am acting. Am I refusing to pull that into the now? Am I energetically pushing out my being, my soul? I see that often in my clients when their being like shows up and they feel like it is a stranger, and I have to get them. I get them acquainted. I merge their bodies a bit on the subtle level. But as soon as that has happened, then the belief that in order to make money through my mission, I have to first do something else, it will dissolve automatically, because you will have blended with your being and your mission. There is a point when you will have identified with it. You have merged with it. You live and breathe it. And you don't even feel like it. It's just your being. It's just natural to you. So my advice, if mission feels big and overwhelming, then make it small. Ask, what is the smallest possible action that I can take every day in order to move forward in my mission? Example of this, like for me, for example, I feel like strongly moved to liberate, like to assist in the liberation of all sentient beings. And one of the very simple ways that I can do that every day is to, for example, send 12 minutes of Reiki to humanity on Earth. I can do that every day, and it's still purposeful. So yeah, think about what is that for you. What is the smallest possible way? Like if you're a writer, can you sit and do like 10 minutes of writing? A day. You can always like put out, give people a smile. I also really like picking up trash outside. That always liberates like soil. Yeah, so make it small. That is my advice to you. Then the number 8. The number 8 is I am bad with money. I'm not good with money. Because look at my bank balance. It is in the red numbers. That can be really a mindfuck. Taking a look at the physical results that you created and then take that as the truth. That's a major block, because your physical results are not meant for you to look at them as the truth. They are just meant to show you where you are at now. They reflect to you in your current configuration what that creates. So the way you have thought and handled and acted up until now has created your current situation. And if this has been the case for years and years and years, it's going to be quite hard to accept this, that it's not the truth about you, that you are not bad with money, but you have just consistently not taken it as valuable feedback. You have not yet taken it as a lesson or as a mirror. Because really all that red numbers are is an invitation to change your act, to open up to something else, to change your act, really. So my advice, if you also believe like I am bad with money, is to open up to the idea that the physical result, the numbers in your bank account, are not the truth. They are just a a result of the way that you have acted up until now. They are just showing you where you are at. It says nothing about you. It says nothing about you. Absolutely nothing. Just that the way that you have acted has resulted in these numbers. That's it. There's nothing. It's no biggie. It's no biggie. Although it can feel like a biggie if it's charged. So yeah, know that who you are is not bad with money. It's not bad. No. It says nothing about you. Yeah. So open up to bigger understanding about that. And then the last one. Oh, we are so right on time. Last one. If I want to make money doing what I love, I'm going to have to copy the actions of people who make money doing what they love. Like, you have to learn from the best. I have done that a lot, like getting into high-end business coaching. And thinking, okay, if I want their results, and they are digging their life, doing what they love, I am going to have to follow their actions, and they're going to produce the same results for me. It's just very frustrating. I could produce results copying other people's form, but it would just never hold. Same way like having a job would never hold for me. Because what you are doing is you are taking somebody else's alignment and trying to squeeze yourself into that. But alignment is always unique for every being. So you cannot squeeze yourself into the alignment of another, unless that is your alignment. Or temporarily your alignment, sure. But for me it would result in I would always come to the conclusion, loss of alignment. And this can be sad because it can lead you to think like, I'm going to have to give up because I cannot do this. Or maybe it's not meant for me, like to be this whole purposeful, big, like to live a bigger life, so to speak. But it's not true. It's just that something very specific hasn't worked for you. It just has not worked for you to squeeze yourself into the alignment of somebody else. That's all that you can conclude, really. So don't give up. Don't give up. And my advice would be to only start accepting help and support from very specific type of people. So not just rich people who made it, but also people that, first of all, wow you on all levels, like that you really admire in their entire being, also as a human, not just as an entrepreneur. And people that you feel they are not going to squeeze you into their alignment. They're not going to prescribe the actions that you're going to have to take simply because it worked for them. You want to work with people that know everybody has unique alignment and that this person is going to help you into your own alignment, just assist you doing that. That is what you want to do, and that's really important. That for me, that has made all the difference. Like, really, when I felt that my coach or my current teacher, like I felt she was just, they're both women, but they were just, their only interest was me hitting my own alignment. in my own way, and there was zero push. It was just the love and just the support unconditionally. Like when like that definitely made a huge difference for me. And that is really all you need, because the form of your mission and how it is going to flow into the world, that's always going to be flowing from your unique being. And the person that's going to have the honor of helping you should know this, should know this, and should find this totally natural, that this is the only way that they can serve, is by bringing you back into your own alignment. Okay, so no copying of anything, although I do also copies, like just to experiment. Like I do a bit of copying from my coach, but it just never works. It's nice to play around with, but essentially it's not what we need, right? So we are hitting the end. I am so happy to have shared this experience that I've had with you and what I've learned. I hope that it has been helpful, and that it has been healing, and that it has helped you gain understanding and become more aware of our internal ongoings and what is true versus what is really just mind fuckery. And the last thing that I want you to do is to offer my service to you. And this is just for you to listen to, if you feel like we would be a good match, and you would really enjoy our co-creation together. You're gonna have to feel that, like this kind of like hell yes thing. If that is you and you're excited to actually get into the doing of it, thank you, sweet uncons. You are welcome, sweet Demet. Thank you for watching. Yes, so if you are actually wanting to go into the doing and start creating your first sales simply from the place of being you. That was a beautiful gift to receive. Yeah. Good. It was beautiful to give also. Yeah. If you want to get started on it, like really in practical action taking, and produce the first sale simply from your being here, from your pure soul creation, I am offering to help you there, and to do it together. My offer is to help you through online communications, so we can have video chats and text chats or audio chats. And what I would love to do is just to help you get to the point of making that first sale. So it's not going to be like a limited amount, like we're going to be working for a month. If you want it, I want us to work until the point that you have actually created that first sale. Like the money is actually there. I really want you to have that experience, that feeling of it is possible. And it is that simple, because it's so much simpler than we tend to make it. So yeah, that's what I'm offering. Just I'm going to say, I'm not really ass-kicking kind of thing, but just my cheerleading you on, my helping you get into alignment, helping you offer something in a way that feels nice to you. And I want to do it just to sit with you until the money is in. I don't care how long it takes. If it takes a day, a week, a month, a year, I don't care. It's a one-on-one service, and I'm offering it for the next 24 hours for 97 euros. After that, it's going to double. I think it's it's like a bit of a ridiculous low amount to for the degree of service that it has. But I really, really want you to do it. So make use of it. Make use of it, and you have 24 hours to decide if you want to make use of that offering. Send me a PM if you will, and I would love to co-create your first sale with you. Good. Blessed be. Lots of love, and have a great day for now. Bye bye.